Welcome to Hays Post News. I'm Becky Kaiser. The month of June yielded a lot of rain in Hays, nearly 10 inches, according to official records kept by the K-State Ag Research Center. That's 6 inches above average for the month. And although lawns are green, Hays remains in the 4th year of a drought and is still about 12 inches behind normal. A water supply update will be provided to Hays City Commissioners during their Thursday work session.
The Smoky pretty much soaks in everything that goes through, so therefore it recharges relatively quickly. The Big Creek, not so much. It's more complex. So therefore we have different triggers for each well field. Different wells have different levels, and based on those levels, we then determine whether it's a watch, warning, or emergency. And of course, the plan, for instance, just looking at the Smoky well field, it takes into account S13, which is a well in the middle of the well field. Within the Big Creek, it takes into account 3 different wells within the well field in Big Creek. It also takes into account the amount of water we use per day, as well as any type of emergency as well. So there's a number of triggers, a number of thresholds throughout the plan. A lot of communities do not have this complex a plan, but because we have done the research, we try to understand every facets of our well fields, we then have an opportunity to determine whether we should be in a warning, emergency, or watch.
Hays also gets some water from the Dakota Aquifer. The city is currently in a water warning with no outside watering allowed between 10 a.m. and 9 p.m. The search continues for a new manager of the Hays Regional Airport. Bob Johnson resigned that position in early May. SkyWest Airlines, operating as United Express, is scheduled to start passenger service August 1st. Public Works Director I.D. Creech is the acting airport manager. He says it may take a little longer than 4 weeks to have the manager in place.
My understanding is they will have staff on site July 28th. You could buy tickets now, though, if you go to United.com. We're trying to get as many tickets sold before as we can. Yeah, we're excited about this.
The Fly Hays Committee has begun advertising the return of flight service. There will be 12 flights a week from Hays to Denver using 50-seat jet aircraft. Major improvements to the airport terminal will start soon, including construction of a larger secure holding area and a restroom inside the TSA holding area. A Russell man was arrested Monday evening on suspicion of criminal possession of explosives and possession of drug paraphernalia. About 5 p.m. Monday, Russell Sheriff's Department received a report that J.D. Heil was making an explosive device and threatening to plant it in another residence. The Kansas Highway Patrol's bomb removal unit was called in to help remove and destroy that device. An investigation is underway. Former U.S. Senator Bob Dole back in his hometown of Russell Wednesday. Dole dedicated a new mobile unit to be used by the Robert J. Dole VA Medical Center for rural health initiatives. We'll have more from Senator Dole tomorrow on Hays Post News. The new president of Fort Hays State University, Dr. Mirta Martin, is a big proponent of the proposed merger between the university and Dodge City Community College.
Throughout the state of Kansas, I look forward to creating those bridges of communication. I think the potential partnership at Dodge City is an imperative partnership because that area, as you well know, does not have a senior institution. We can provide a very affordable way to reach and teach the citizens of southern western Kansas and to ensure that they achieve the American dream without leaving their homes.
The merger would still have to be approved by the Board of Regents, the legislature, and the governor. It's one of the projects former Fort Hays State President Ed Hammond will continue working on in his role as a consultant. Hammond has established a new office in the Robbins Center.
Shop and save at Keller Furniture Galleries during the summer clearance sale. Save up to 70% on everything from sofas, recliners, lamps, bedrooms, dining, and mattress sets. Help us move these items out to make room for the new. Find the style and comfort you can't find anywhere else and enjoy the extra discounts at Keller Furniture Galleries. Sale ends July 3rd. Visit us at kellerfurnituregalleries.com.
See their ad in the Next Tech directory.
If you're needing additional storage space, then stop by Heartland Building Center and check out our quality-built storage sheds. Sheds are available in 8x12 and 10x12 with CedarTech siding, laminate shingles, and 3-door options. A 3-foot steel single door, a 5-foot wood double door, or a 6-foot garage door. Now is the time to eliminate your storage issue with a quality-built shed from Heartland Building Center.
Now's the time to take a fresh look at James Motor Company in downtown Hayes.
See our great selection of GMC trucks on our lot. We are proud to be your GMC dealer of Western Kansas.
Ready for luxury? Come in and test drive the new Cadillac CTS and see why it's Motor Trend's Car of the Year.
Or check out our pre-owned units. We have an excellent selection and they carry the James warranty.
What are you waiting for? We take the worry out of buying, and every sale is backed by our award-winning service department.
Take a fresh look at buying a car at James Motor Company, downtown Hayes.
If you've ever felt like a bank was doing you a favor when you applied for a car loan, a vacation loan, or any loan, that's a very good sign you were at the wrong bank. The right bank for the money you need for the things you want is Bank of Hayes. We've made lending easy, friendly, quick. For the next car, the next boat, the next vacation, let Bank of Hayes show you how we've built better ways for you to get the money you need.
Building better ways, the Bank of Hayes.
This is a news update from the Salina Post. The largest teachers union in Kansas plans to file a lawsuit after the July 4th holiday challenging new education policies enacted this spring, including the elimination of guaranteed tenure in public schools. Marcus Baltzell says attorneys for the Kansas National Education Association intend to file a lawsuit in Shawnee County District Court in Topeka. The union plans to contest the tenure issue and other provisions that were enacted in a $129 million school funding bill by Republicans and signed by Governor Brownback. The KNEA supported the funding increases in the bill, which were aimed at complying with the Kansas Supreme Court decision. Kansas officials say the state is hearing from people interested in a new teaching license regulation that would allow some people to teach without having education degrees. The changes took effect Tuesday, aimed at making it easier for people with professional experience to fill in teaching vacancies in math, science, technology, and engineering. Scott Myers is the Director of Teacher Licensure and Accreditation with the Kansas Department of Education and says about 100 people have inquired about the changes. However, only 2 have met the criteria, which include a degree in a related academic field and at least 5 years of professional experience. A new Kansas law gives pharmacists greater roles as health care providers. Under the law that took effect Tuesday, pharmacists across the state will be able to work in tandem with physicians to improve patient care across the state of Kansas and help with access to care and chronic condition management. The goal is to get pharmacists more involved in patient care, especially in areas of Kansas where there are physician shortages. Kansas has just over 3,200 licensed pharmacists. The Kansas legislature adopted the bill during the 2014 session, setting in motion the expanded service capacity of pharmacists. Pharmacists and doctors form a collaborative practice agreement to create formal relationships among providers. Those agreements essentially allow for expanded pharmacist services to patients and healthcare teams. The agreement defines patient care functions that a pharmacist can provide. Kansas has released its first draft of a 50-year water vision plan that aims to ensure a reliable supply for all citizens. The Kansas Water Office posted the document Tuesday on its website. It plans a statewide tour starting July 7th to gather public input. The plan includes an ambitious blend of conservation, reservoir management, technological advancements in irrigation and plant varieties, and development of new sources. Without action, it contends that in the next 50 years, the Ogallala Aquifer will be 70% depleted, and Kansas reservoirs will be 40% filled with sediment. Among the suggestions is the transfer of water supplies between basins. Kansas wants to reduce municipal and statewide water consumption by 20% by 2065. Most Kansas County populations, including Saline County, have grown older since the 2010 census. That's according to a Wichita Business Journal analysis of data recently released by the U.S. Census Bureau. The database includes Census Bureau estimates for July 2013 of the number of residents in various age groups under 18, 18 to 64, 65, and up. Those estimates are compared to the population counts of each age group in the 2010 census. In Saline County, the 65 and up population is growing while the under 18 population is shrinking. Since 2010, Saline County's 18 and under population has dropped by 2.36%, while 65 and up population has increased by 7.3%. Ottawa, Clay, Marion, and Ellsworth counties also have seen a drop in the under 18 and a rise in the plus 65 population. Dickinson, Russell, and Lincoln counties had a drop in both under 18 and the over 65 population. Ellis, McPherson, Mitchell, Gary, and Riley counties have had increases in population in both categories. Bison from the Yellowstone National Park could someday be living in Kansas. The Tallgrass National Prairie Preserve in Chase County was one of 20 possible sites included in a Department of Interior report discussing a future home for the Yellowstone bison. The preserve near Strong City currently has 27 bison and plans to add another 20 this fall. This has been a news update from the Salina Post.
Thanks, Randy. And remember, you can always find more news, sports, and other information on our website. Just click on HayesPost.com. Stay tuned. Meteorologist Dan Holliday has a check of the weather forecast coming up after the break.
Tempur-Pedic has reinvented the mattress again. Come into Horizon Appliance and Electronics and see for yourself the newest Tempur-Pedic inside our sleep gallery. New innovative features including an enhanced 360-degree removable cover, an integrated smart climate system that provides moisture wicking benefits and is cool to the touch. Stop by Horizon Appliance and Electronics in Hayes and see for yourself why Tempur-Pedic continues to earn the title of the most highly recommended bed in America.
For all the reasons, in the end, you do it for them. Advance Funeral Planning. It keeps your family informed, creates memories the way you'd like them crafted, and it makes sure everyone is prepared. Pre-planning. It just makes sense. Brock's North Hill Chapel, Hayes.
The Eagle Communications fan base is growing. Be an Eagle fan today and hit it big with double play and triple play offers for the best in high-speed internet, digital television, and reliable telephone service. These offers won't last long, so take advantage of these out-of-the-park deals today. For more information, call 877-61-EAGLE or visit eaglecom.net. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
Clear this evening and cool overnight. Our low in the upper 50s with a southeasterly wind. Partly cloudy, windy, and warm on Thursday with a high in the low 80s. We do have a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm late Thursday night on the 4th of July. Breezy and warmer with a high 92. From the Eagle Storm Watch Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dan Holliday.
And that's Hayes Post News. Thanks for watching. I'm Becky Kaiser.